So what it do? What it do? What it do? Great Sunday weekend. The talk of Sunday has been the Chiefs versus I was about to say the Chiefs versus Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cincinnati Bengals. The narrative going around this game is that about that last play, the defensive pass interference call that was called, you know, at the end of the game, 4th and 16. You know what I'm saying, for the game. Now it is what it is. Cameron, it may show what the I guess Michael Irvin, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Shouts out to all these guys. I'm going to debate their stances on what happened. Now, if you don't know, Mace is with Kansas City. But I will say this: if you part of this kingdom, my nigga, you gotta watch the games, my boy. You gotta watch the games. Like I just feel like, and I'm not saying you don't know the game of football. I just feel like if we gonna talk football the right way about these key matchups, like that was the game, that was the 4 o'clock window, that was that game that was on CBS. You gotta watch the games, bro, so we can actually break it down, so everybody can, you know what I'm saying, know the context of the game.
Because we can beat the champion. We can beat everybody. That's how. Man, we let the first game without Belichick beat us. We got to focus on what's ahead of us. We got to get these things cleaned up because we can beat the champion. We can beat everybody. That's how they're thinking. Absolutely. Them coaches, yeah, that coffee will be a little sweeter today.
Now, the question is, what did Kansas City take from? I mean, I can't say it. What did Cincinnati take from this loss? Can they take anything positive from this loss? I'm going to debate that as in he's wrong for the simple fact that they was up on us. They did beat us. They have beat us 3-1 previous before this game. So their mindset going into this game is that they're going to win this game. That's their mindset. It wasn't just because you lost the previous week to New England doesn't mean anything. It's week 1. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But like going into this game, the marquee game, and it's versus Kansas City, and everybody is saying that, hey, the team that can beat Kansas City is Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. But to put in context, they had one of the worst training camps this year out of all 32 teams in the NFL besides Dallas. When you don't have this is a result when you don't have everybody in camp fully participating, everybody's happy, everybody's on one accord. This is the ultimate team oriented sport ever. A la Jamar Chase. But let's keep going.
I don't beg to differ, but I definitely do differ. I think it's now time we could put that Joe Burrow conversation to sleep.
Facts.
That he does not beat Pat Mahomes, and he never does when it really counts. So here at Titletown, my name is Mace, and I stand behind this message until proven differently. We're just them dogs, you know. You got.
Hey, but they went to the Super Bowl a few years ago. Then Cincinnati. Who they beat to go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah. But you got pit bulls, you got Rockwallers, and then you got Cane Corsos. You know.
That's a fact. Cane Corso top dog. We top dog. But the 2 years ago thing is 2 years ago. That's it. In 2 years, we have won 2 Super Bowls in 2 totally different ways. Let me remind you, anybody in the back that didn't hear that, to the jury, the jury, aka NFL community. I know a lot of y'all feel the same way about us. We have won 2 Super Bowls back to back with 2 totally different teams. So the year that they beat us to go to the Super Bowl, it's irrelevant. They do not have the same team, especially not the same defense. But let's continue.
No, we're bigger now. Pause. You know, we're not them little dogs anymore.
Okay, so y'all grew up. You grew up some more. And that's another thing too.
Yeah.
Remember they were calling Arrowhead Burrowhead. So they
we grew up. You know. And I think Chase found that out, yesterday as well. That
You're gonna get to him.
certain things we're not gonna tolerate. That's what you want to see in Dallas, where a person says, you know what, we're not gonna tolerate this. I don't care how good you're playing, you're not gonna win today. And it's sad because you're in the Pat Mahomes era.
Now that's a fact. That's a fact. We are in the Pat Mahomes era. Let's keep going.
Oh, like when you're in the Michael Irvin era.
Did you see the game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Saw the score.
See that now your whole take is you can't even, your whole take is irrelevant now, cause you didn't watch the game, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I fuck with y'all, bro. And y'all don't even know me from a can of paint, but I like the show, and I like how y'all give y'all real, genuine, honest opinion. I like how y'all don't be chasing views with the big goofy ass wild shit, stage shit, all this. Like, I just like how y'all come on here and be y'all authentic self and talk sports. That's what gravitated me to this channel. You feel what I'm saying? But you gotta watch the games. I'm sorry, if you gonna represent us, bro, you gotta watch the games, bro. You have to, bro. You just have to.
Or Cam.
That's why, Mike, I knew he didn't see the game. So that's why me and you on the same page. He didn't even see what happened. I knew he didn't see the game.
No, I saw them playing. They were playing really tough. When they got
Mike, don't say nothing. Let him tell us about it.
They got up one, and then it just turned into what it was supposed to. When you're playing champions just find a way to win. That's what makes them champions. It don't matter how close you keep the game.
Did you see the game? That's just a yes. You acting what's the word, Mike?
Yes or no answer.
Yeah, that's what makes us acting pleasurable right now. Even you saw the game, but you didn't see it.
I saw a portion of it.
So then, okay, Mike, we can talk because Mason.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, okay, we got to move Mace to the side now. We just not like that, but like, you know what I mean. Now we could talk football. Let's talk what actually happened in the game, and I'm gonna show y'all why y'all. And I know, Cam, you got love for Ohio. Ohio got love for you. So I don't know if you Cleveland or Cincinnati, but I'm guessing Cincinnati because they got the better quarterback with Joe Burrow. So I'm gonna take that as that.
See the game, and he's right. They won. But if you've seen the game, this had nothing to do with Joe Burrows. And secondly, Joe Burrows is still up 3-2. This was a fabulous game.
That means nothing. That means nothing. Because 3 Super Bowls look a lot better than you being up 3-2. Let's continue.
For Joe Burrows.
Great. Yeah.
But what I will say is this. Football is definitely the ultimate team sport. I couldn't have played football. I really couldn't have. I couldn't have played it because I've been mad at too many niggas.
Yeah.
I've been mad at mad niggas. If I play football, like basketball, you could be mad at nigga too, be upset. But it's just too many people to blame for this collapse. So let's just go to the end of the game.
It's not too many people to blame. It's one person to blame. It's one person to blame. Just one. On the Cincinnati side. But I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. We got some work to do in our secondary ASAP. Because the tight ends, we could not cover the tight ends this game for shit. I think Gesicki had about 100 yards receiving. Like, the tight ends was doing us real, real dirty out there.
The end of the game, you're up 2 points, and you got the ball with under 4 minutes left. I'm mad at...
See, you're skipping. You're skipping a lot. You're skipping a lot. Okay, before that, before they had the ball with up 2 minutes left, they had just got the interception. They had just got the dude that had the one hand interception. He just got the interception, and the next play or two, that third down on that next drive, Joe Burrow tried to scramble on third down, fumbled the ball. We scoop and score for a touchdown. That's how we got up by. I think we went up by what, 1 point or some shit like that. They go right back down the field because they hit Burrow with the fly. The dude the wide receiver with the fly, that the rookie. They hit him with the fly. They got down there. We held up. We held up on our end. They kicked the field goal. You feel what I'm saying? And then what the fuck happened? I think we went 3 and out or some shit like that. And that's how they got the ball back. Now they're driving.
the offensive coordinator for not being more aggressive. You get the ball down the field and you score a touchdown, it'll probably be 2 minutes on the clock, and you're up 9 points. Now I'm not saying, I know it sounds easier said than done, but them plays you running with soft as shit. You got
All right, so I gotta kind of like, you feel what I'm saying? They was in field goal range. When everything happened, they was in. They was like around on Kansas City's 40-yard line, around that area. They was past midfield, so they was driving. It's not so. I don't know about how more aggressive you want them to be, but like they was driving. They was on their way to scoring. You feel what I'm saying?
got to be more aggressive. That's first and foremost. Secondly, and that's under 4 minutes. You got the ball with fucking, it was, man, you had the ball with less than 4 minutes. Secondly, Ja'Marr Chase, if you're going to be this angry and cause your team penalties that could possibly get them the game, you got to sit out till you get yourself together.
That's some real shit. That's why I be listening. That's why I tuned in, bro. Because Cam is not afraid to say what the fuck I be thinking. And I say it too, though. I was gonna get on here and say it regardless, but I just be wanting people. Certain, I don't know why certain people that I usually watch don't be seeing the obvious, bro. I don't want to hear about, you know what I'm saying, the penalty and shit like that, bro. We gonna get to that, but I really don't want to hear that. He's absolutely right. We shouldn't have got the ball back. Period. Why did we get the ball back? Because Ja'Marr Chase out there, big mad. Not even over a tackle. You really mad over not getting that contract with the guaranteed money that leaves you secure if you do get hurt. But that tackle was so similar to the tackle that they try to get out of, the hit tackle that they try to get out of the game, that it scared you. It was subconsciously in the back of your mind. Every game you're gonna go into this year, it's that injury shit is subconsciously in the back of your mind. So when you out there playing, and you got to take into account that Ja'Marr Chase is a dog, bruh. He's not no receiver that you. I mean, he could do everything, but like usually their deep threat. He didn't have no. He only probably had one route that was past 20 yards that he got a pass interference on, that he grabbed Trent McDuffie by the inside of the shoulder pads. See, we really watched the game over here. We didn't cry about that. That's what got them down there in the first place, in the first half. But my point is, bro, Ja'Marr Chase lost this game for y'all being selfish. That's what lost the game. If that brings, that 15-yard penalty plus the down counts. They didn't just replay second down, and the down counts. So they brought it back. Plus the down counts, so it's 3rd and like 19. Joe Burrow, being a smart quarterback that he is, he got yards back to make it an easier field goal. If that penalty doesn't happen, maybe they get first down, touchdown. The game is over. It doesn't matter what we do. That's what good teams, great teams do to beat other good and great teams. Every time we win a close game, it's always the other team that does some dumbass shit. Unless Patrick Mahomes do some heroic shit like the 13 seconds. Other than that, it's always every Super Bowl we've won, we've been down by 10. It's always the other team that does dumb shit. I don't understand why y'all be crying about how we getting calls and shit like that. When just last year, when Kadarius Toney foot was on the line and we started saying something, y'all was like, "Oh, shut up." When MVS had his PI and they didn't call it, shut up. Okay, cool. But let's continue.
Now, I know you upset your contract ain't come through and everybody else is dead and you mad, but you're getting penalties at the end of the game that can also get them a first down, to get them a touchdown to end this game. So you're mad. So I'm mad at Ja'Marr Chase so far. Now I'm mad at the offensive coordinator for not being more aggressive when they could have put this game away. That's first and foremost. So what you don't do is you don't give Patrick Mahomes the ball left with
That's
2
a fact.
minutes.
That's right.
We all know that.
Right.
You don't
Right.
do that.
Right.
You don't give him the ball back.
That's a fact.
So now you give him the ball back with less than 2 minutes to go, and the defense plays outstanding.
Cap. Now, they talk about this defensive pass interference on the last game, but on that drive, we converted 2 fourth downs. If I'm not mistaken, 2 fourth downs. So the drive, I think the drive before that, the drive with the pass interference, remember Travis Kelce had a big play that was called back for holding. Hey, we ain't say nothing. Ain't complaining. The next drive, the drive for the game to get the ball, to win the game with 2 minutes left, we had, we had took the left tackle out that started, the rookie, and put in number 64. Once we put him in, he had a hands to the face on that either 3rd down or 4th down. If I'm not mistaken, that's how it became 4th and 17. We had converted, but they had a hands to the face penalty on the left tackle. So this outstanding defense, we was going to go down there and get 3 regardless. Trust me, we was going to go down there and get 3 regardless. Like we already had converted. They had threw a penalty flag on us. We gonna take that. We eat that. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's work. 4th and 17. We done seen this man do some miraculous shit. Whatever about to happen gonna happen. When he threw that ball, if you know football, bro, the DB was in the perfect position because you see the ball coming and you see the defender in front of you. You supposed to play the ball. You cannot run through the defender. I mean the receiver as a defender. You cannot run through him if he's already established his presence in a certain spot. Now you have a right to that spot as well, but you have to play the ball. He got there early. He hit it. He hit the back of his head. That is a defense of pass interference. And I also have different examples to show y'all to let you know that was defensive pass interference. But I also want to have a rebuttal for what Michael Irvin going to say, because he really disappointed me with this take, because it's kind of like you was a receiver. So how wouldn't you, like, why would you even say this out your mouth? But I'm gonna let it continue.
You play outstanding defense. You get Patrick Mahomes to 4th and 16 with 30 seconds left, or about 38, less than 40 seconds left. 4th and 16. They're about to hike the ball. What do you do if you're Cincinnati? You call a touch. I mean, what don't you do? They call a timeout. Now I'm mad at the timeout.
Why you mad at the timeout, bruh? You gotta. That's like don't go. You don't want to go into after the game with 2 timeouts and then something happened and it's like then they're gonna be saying, why didn't you call a timeout? You want to get everybody on the same page. Everybody, so you want to let your DBs know, hey, we don't even want to intercept the ball. Let's just knock it down. Let's just be in position, knock the ball down, and no defensive pass interference. You got to remember, this is not a Hail Mary. If you really you got Michael Irvin here. The only time really defensive pass interference isn't called is on the Hail Mary. This wasn't a Hail Mary. You feel what I'm saying?
Now I'm mad at 3 people. You're mad when you call a timeout to make sure you get the right defensive play to make sure you end this game. Cool. They get back on the field. Patrick Mahomes throws a bomb. What do you get? A pass interference call. They on a 4th and 16 when you up 2-1, like 35, 40 yards to push them back.
And they could have let that call go. That was a close.
When I first heard this shit, I said, no the fuck he didn't just say that shit out his mouth, bro. Dog. You have to, as a referee, Call the game how it's supposed to be called from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, from 15 minutes to a second left on the clock. That's the integrity of the game. Period. We all know as defensive backs, when the game is on the line, they get handsy. They like to grab a lot. Pause. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your hands on defenders, things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? So, it's actually, remember when y'all, the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers used to go at it NFC Championship game all the time, right? When Deion was playing for San Fran and the game was on the line, he threw that ball up, and they didn't call that Or how about the New Orleans Saints versus the St. Louis Rams? And he totally grabbed that man while the ball was in the air. But they didn't call it because it's the last seconds and you got to let them play the game. More times than not, the referees are going to call what needs to be called regardless, bro. It doesn't matter at what point in time in the game. If it's something happens. The holding call that got us the victory on Philly, he held that, man. It was 45 seconds left in the game versus Cincinnati. That hands to the face. Man, let them play that, man. It's the last 40 seconds of the game. Let them play that shit through. They called that shit. We got to eat that. Pause. Like, you got to take that on the chin. Like, that's crazy for that. No, you don't. Nah, bro. Even like a couple years ago when LeBron did the layup against Boston with like 3 seconds left on the clock, Jason Tatum smack his arm. They don't call a foul. Whole NBA world in an uproar. We click. Patrick Beverly like this with the camera, like, you don't see that? You don't see, like, you have to call the game. You have to call the game with the integrity as if it's the beginning of the game or the end of the game. Period, bruh. Period. And I'm gonna show y'all some examples as well. I'm gonna let these guys rock out.
That was some bullshit. The call was whack. They shouldn't have called it. They shouldn't have called. Matter of fact, Mike, hold on.
Right.
I'm going to Dr. Locks. Let me see Dr. Locks real quick. This is my man from the Gram.
Not be pulled off by any other team in
right.
any other stadium in the National Football League. 4th and 16, 48 seconds on the clock. Death, taxes, and the Kansas City Chiefs somehow, some way, being bailed out with the game on the line. You can't make it up. We've seen it all. And listen to Tony Romo immediately start doing tricks on Kansas City.
It's the right call. He got there early. Just the emotions of that play, Jim. That's what gets you. It's so emotional. Your heart rate's up.
What? What did he even just say? Look at this. That is bang, bang.
Is he not there early? What is bang bang about that? What is bang bang about that? Are you not there early? You're supposed to be playing the ball. You're playing a receiver. You're supposed to be playing the ball. If anything, you could have came. You can't. He already established his place on the field, bruh. The ball is in the air. You cannot do nothing to impede. You cannot physically impede him from catching the ball, but you have to play the ball. This is not playing the ball. He's there early. That was a whole second or 2 seconds. Come on, bruh. He's there early, bruh. I don't know what else more that y'all need to see, but y'all just tired of seeing us winning. And I understand it. I was like that with the Patriots, bruh. Okay, so now like when your father, my father was a diehard Cowboys fan, like that, you his guy. The triplets, that's all I heard. This 1994, I was born in 1992. When I heard that, when you said they should have just let the game, you know what I'm saying? They gotta let them play.
Launches it way down the left.
You gotta let them play.
It looks too deep and it's incomplete to Michael Irvin.
Or was it just good defense, Mike? Let me know. Can we get a zoom in? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know, Mike. Talk to me. Talk to me. Because you're talking to a historian. Please. Talk to me. Is that early? Or is that just hand fighting? Let him play. Let him play. Or did you just drop it? Or did you just drop it? Or his hand was in the bread basket the whole time y'all was... And we talking about the best cornerback to ever put on a pair of cleats. But because it's the last seconds of the game, this is not a call. Okay. That's cool. You talk, bruh. I'm a fucking historian, nigga. I've been watching this shit since I was fucking 10 years old, bruh. Okay. 1 minute and 47 seconds left. I think this is the NFC Championship game. But since it's the last 2 minutes of the game, we can't call nothing. We gotta let them play it out.
Pass.
We gotta let them play it out. We can't call nothing because it's the last seconds, the last 2 minutes of the game, so we shouldn't call nothing. But this man just straight clothesline this man, didn't play the ball, nothing. No call.
It is incomplete,
no flag, no call, no nothing. Do that look like he playing the ball? Please talk to me. This is what happens when you don't make the call that's blatantly in front of you just because it's the last 2 minutes or it's the last seconds of a game. Like, what is we talking about, bro? Why would you even fathom to say that? You have to call the game how the game is supposed to be called, regardless whatever time it is, bro. And I understand. When we lose, I be emotional too. I be, man, the refs, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But I'm the type of person, I'm going to hold my team accountable. There's other plays within a game that is not just one play that is win or loss. It's a plethora of plays that go on throughout a game that's a telltale sign of you winning and losing, bro. But this shit right here, y'all just beat us, bro. Just flat out beat us, bro. But stop crying every time we come up clutch. That's all I'm saying. Stop. It's crazy work, bro. What the fuck is that? Crazy. Come on, bro. You getting there early. You not playing the ball. You cannot just fucking hit the receiver, bro. It's fucking PI. Play the ball. This was last year. The Green Bay game. Oh, y'all got the right one, my nigga. Y'all got the right one. So that's not PI. He not early. He not climbing over this nigga back. He was beat. You cannot run through a receiver to get to the ball, bro. You can't do it. You either in position or you're not. You either got the amazing feature or the amazing athleticism of a Deion Sanders to make up ground fast. That's how he got all his interceptions. He had the speed to make it seem like he was beat, but then he would speed up and pick the ball off. Everybody can't do that. If you're beat, you're beat. Okay. So do you want to see ball skills? Ball skills as a defender.
Moss fashion with 141 yards in week 1. But when you book a ticket to
the ball's in the air, right?
Revis Island,
he playing the ball better than the receiver. That is ball skills. Like, come on, bro.
Even the best get stranded. And
Stop making excuses, bro. I rest my case.